Yeah, hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the challenge. Last time we did a couple Dynamax Adventures in an attempt to find a Drednaw. We did not find Drednaw, but we found a Carcole, which is great. And I'm going to start the timer. Yeah, there we are. Thought I clicked the wrong button for a second. And we're not actually going to dive straight into a Dynamax Adventure because we need Pokeballs. We only have one, and we need to be prepared when going into any Dynamax Adventure that we might maybe catch 4 if there happens to be a line of 4 Galarian Pokemon. So we're going to go through the slippery slope back to Wedgehurst so we can go to the Pokemon and buy some Pokeballs. We haven't seen this scenery in a while actually. It's quite nice to have just a change of scenery, because of course it's been a while of just doing Dynamax Adventures, so yeah, it's good to get out really. Right, Wedgehurst Station. Right, let's go to the Pokemart. It's weird to suddenly not have control of the camera. Alright. Pokemon Center. Let's just jump right in and buy 10 Pokeballs. Get that Premier Ball as well. And then, yeah, let's head back from our little excursion, because we still have to find that Drednaw. And I'm sure it will appear any moment now. Right, Crown Tundra Station. Yeah, let's go back to the lair, Max Lair I think it's called. And I'm not going to go to Freezington where Peony is waiting. I don't care. Unless Peony can show me where a Drednaw is, I genuinely do not care. How terrible it must be for that Swablu to be living in an environment with so many ice types. Surprised it hasn't been hunted to extinction. Back into the cave. And let's just jump right into another Xerneas adventure. Right, don't invite others. I want control over where we're going, and I'm going to go for Vikavolt. Yeah, Vikavolt seemed like the best choice. Nikki's going to go for Morpeko, Isabella is going to go for Starmie, and Sean is going to go for Hitmonlee. As always, we're looking for water and rock types. That is a first. That is genuinely the first time there hasn't been any. Right. Whimsicott or Salazzle. I'll go for Salazzle simply because it leads to a group of 3 as opposed to a group of 2. Of course, Whimsicott needs to come from Unova, and Salazzle needs to come from Alola. So neither of these are eligible for the challenge, but we're gonna fight them anyway. Also, someone should probably take this because it's good against Xerneas. Right, just gonna go for Max Quake, which is gonna be really effective. I think that's a 4 times effectiveness. So good to go for that. I'm noticing now that my game audio might be a bit loud, so I'm going to turn it down a bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. Right, Big Bug versus Big Lizard. Or win. Power Gem already doing quite a bit of damage. Or a real electric type move in this form. Max Ooze, who's that going to be on? That's going to be on me. Not going to do much. But it is a crit, which is annoying. That's going to boost its special attack, which means next time it tries it's going to be more powerful. And lowers its speed. Max Quake. The image of a giant bug just digging underground is weird. Brings it right down all the way to the red zone. And boosts all our special defense. Morpeko changes to Hangry mode. Gonna go for Max Quake again if it's not taken out beforehand. Dark Pulse knocks it out. Kaboom, of course, no need to catch it. It is not eligible. Right, but Sean will take it, which is good because it will be good against Xerneas. Right, Garbodor, Mimikyu, or Blaziken. Well, Garbodor needs to be from Unova. Yeah, alright. I'm going to go for Garbodor simply because it leads to a choice of 3 as opposed to a choice of 2. Mimikyu needs to be from Alola, and Blaziken needs to be from Hoenn, and Garbodor, Gigantamax or not, needs to be from Unova. So, none of those Pokemon were eligible. So it doesn't really matter which one we pick. They're going to go for Garbodor. Alright, again, oh, I can't Dynamax, of course, so I'm gonna go for Mud Slap. Actually, that's dumb. It's a really not powerful move. I'd be better off using probably Spark, which, yeah, while not super effective, actually does quite a bit more damage. So I'm gonna go for Spark. Starmie uses Psycho Cut. When I get the chance to Dynamax, I'm definitely gonna use Max Quake though. Or a Wheel. Does a bit. Boosts its speed. Flamethrower. Yeah, we're all doing about equal amounts of damage. Max Knuckle on Morpeko though. Super effective because it's Dark typing. Brings it down into the red and boosts Garbodor's attack. Spark. Yeah, it does a bit. Morpeko switches to Hangry mode. Gonna go for Spark again. Or Wheel brings it down to yellow and boosts its speed. Psycho Cut does a bit. And Flamethrower. Yeah, it's almost down into the red zone. It uses Venom Drench, which fails. And Spark, yeah, brings it down into the red. And paralyzes it. Well done. Right. Yeah, gonna go for Spark again. No reason not to, really. Morpeko uses Aura Wheel, almost knocking it out and boosting its speed again. And Psycho Cut knocks it out. Of course, no need to catch it, it's not eligible. So I'm not going to waste a Pokeball, but someone else can have it because it's good against Xerneas. I rather hope Morpeko gets replaced. No one take... Oh, bloody heck. Alright, fair enough. Crap Locked. For Lynx. Or what's that fairy type? We have both Graplock and Phalanx already, but one of them might be shiny, and I genuinely do not know what that fairy type Pokemon is. It's Jigglypuff. Okay, so that wouldn't have been eligible anyway. Both Graplocked and Phalanx are. But we already have both of them. But it might be shiny, in which case it will take up the shiny slot in the shiny decks. Yeah, I can Dynamax again. And Morpeko still is on low damage. Right. On low HP, rather. Gonna go for Max Lightning. Yeah, Big Bug versus Big Roman formation made up of tiny guys. I don't know. Starmie uses Psycho Cut, which is good. Or Wheel. does about the same amount. Boosts its speed. Salazzle uses Flamethrower, almost brings it down into the yellow. Max Knuckle. Who's that on? That's on Salazzle. Doesn't really do that much for a Dynamax move. Yeah, not very effective. But for Lynx's attack rises. Max Lightning. Yeah, brings it down into the yellow. Does less than some of the non-Dynamax moves, which is a bit depressing, but oh well. Still gonna keep going for it. Morpeko changes to Hangry mode. Alright, Morpeko uses Thunderbolt. Of course, that's powered up by the electric terrain, I believe. Dazzling Gleam knocks it out. Why didn't... No, I suppose... Yeah, fair enough. I am going to throw a Pokeball, just in case it's shiny. Hopefully it is. Of course, there's no guarantee, though. Well, it's a 1 in 300 chance, so it's actually far from a guarantee, really. But oh well. Poison Jab or Smart Strike. Both of those are probably pretty good against Xerneas. I think I'm good without it, because it's fighting type. I think that means it's weak to Fairy. And no one goes for it. Cool. Okay, Backpacker. The Backpacker's reason I went for Lynx over Graplocked, by the way. I think I'm going to go for the Citrus Berry. Just seemed like the best choice. Get some extra HP. If I'm not one hit knocked out, of course. And through to Xerneas. Yeah, big God of Life, but we have a poison type. And my Vikavolt has a poison move. So hopefully that serves us well. I was rather hoping we'd have a Garbodor as well, but oh well. Yeah, Poison Jab. Thinking on it, Smart Strike probably does more damage. Yes, use Dazzling Gleam. That makes sense. Well, at least it's not very effective. Aura Wheel boosts Morpeko's speed. Cross Poison. Yeah, this is really where we're going to get the damage in. Is a crit. That's good. Moonblast on Starmie. Knocks it out. That is 1 life down, 3 remaining. Critical hit. Storm is getting stronger. Poison Jab. Yeah, it does a bit. Morpeko changes to Hangry mode. Alright, I'm going to go for Poison Jab again. It's a shame we don't have Starmie this turn. Oh well. Thunderbolt does a bit. Cross Poison again. And it does less when it's not a crit, of course. Max Starfall, who's that going to fall on? Going to fall on Salazzle. Not knocking it out, but bring it down close to the red zone. And setting up Misty Terrain. Right, Poison Jab. Doesn't quite bring it down into the yellow, but kind of close. Morpeko changes back to normal mode. And Starmie is going to be sent back out. Poison Jab again. Morpeko goes for Aura Wheel, bringing it down into the yellow. And boosting its speed again. Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, it does a bit. Cross Poison. That's a good amount. And Poison... Oh, it's getting desperate. That's not good. Horn Leech on Starmie. Brings it down into red, and that's going to heal Xerneas up quite a bit. Yeah. And then Moonblast on Salazzle is definitely... Ooh. Just barely doesn't knock it out. Poison Jab. Yeah, just almost undoes that Horn Leech. I can Dynamax, so I will. I'm gonna go for Max Ooze. Wait. What is the base power? Max Ooze is only 90. Oh well. Still gonna go for it. Yeah, Big Bug versus the God of all life. This should be fun. Right. Morpeko uses Thunderbolt. Does a bit of damage. Dazzling Gleam. Again, does a bit. Cross Poison will do a bit more. Bring it just down into the red. It's going to remove all stat changes, which I'm not sure there were any besides Morpeko's speed. I think it's going to use Moonblast on Morpeko. That is 2 lives down, 2 remaining. Storm is growing even stronger. It's going to use Moonblast on me, doing a lot of damage and activating my Citrus Berry. Right, Max Ooze. Not doing anywhere near as much damage as I hoped it would. That's a shame, but it's going to boost everyone's special attack. Going to go for Max Ooze again. Starmie goes for Dazzling Gleam. 1 more of those and it's done. Flamethrower, yeah, knocks it out. Cool. Kaboom. I'm going to throw a Pokeball. Of course, because Xerneas is not available as a shiny from its home region of Kalos, it can be caught here if it's shiny and be eligible. Otherwise, if it's not shiny, it's not eligible. But hopefully it will be. And caught. Of course, if there was any chance I wouldn't have caught it, I probably would have used an Ultra Ball if I could find one. Right. So Phalanx is not shiny. Xerneas is also not shiny. So we're going to go for Phalanx and just put it in the secondary box. We have 6 Dynite for that. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get any Pokemon eligible in that batch, but oh well. Keep a record, please. Oop, no, don't want to go in my bag. Pokemon. Yeah, I already have a Phalanx, and I don't need a second one, so that goes into the box of Pokemon that aren't eligible. Right, we have time, so let's jump right into another one. Another Xerneas raid. Hopefully this time we'll find any water or rock types. No need to invite others. Right. I think I'm going to go for Poliwrath or Vespiquen. I'm going to go for Vespiquen. Oscar's going to go for Poliwrath. Dean is going to go for Lampent. And Arthur is going to go for Sandaconda. Right. There is 1 water type, and I don't think I saw any rock types. Yeah, 1 water type, and it's clearly Pelipper. So, right. Alolan, Sandslash, or Vikavolt. I'm going to go for Vikavolt. Neither of them are eligible, but Vikavolt leads to a group of 3 as opposed to a group of 2. And I'm not going to check every Pokemon in the next round beforehand. That would just be too much. So it's best I give myself more choices next round. Yeah, I just used this Vikavolt. Alright, go Vespiquen. Yay, I can Dynamax. And I probably will. Max Flutterby or Max Airstream. What type is Vespiquen again? It's both Bug and Flying, so it doesn't really matter which one I go for. 1 lowers the target's special attack, the other one raises the ally's speed. I don't care much for raising everyone's speed, but lowering Vikavolt's special attack sounds like a good move. Right, big bee versus big other bug. What are you? Beetable? Beetle. Surely Vikavolt is a beetle. So, Queen Bee versus Beetle. Skittersmack does a bit, lowering its special attack. Poliwrath uses Coaching, which is going to boost, I think, everyone's attack stat. And defense stat, even. Quite slowly. Because it uses Mud Slap and Lampent. It's super effective, but it's Mud Slap, so it still doesn't do much, but it lowers its accuracy. Max Flutterby. Yeah. Doing a good amount of damage there. And lowering its special attack. Lampent uses Trick Room. So now I'm glad I didn't heighten everyone's speed. Go for Max Flutterby again. Lampent using Inferno, which is avoided because of Mud Slap. Well, I mean, I imagine it's because of the accuracy drop due to Mud Slap. Max Flutterby bringing it down into the yellow zone. Bigmot using Mud Slap on Poliwrath this time. And it's a crit. And of course lowers its accuracy. Poliwrath uses Liquidation, almost bringing it down into the red zone with a crit. Skittersmack, bringing it down into the red zone. And lowering its special attack. Max Flutterby again. Lampent using Inferno and hitting this time, knocking it out. Cool, of course, there's no need to catch Vikavolt. It's from Alola, so it's not eligible. I forget what the other Pokemon I passed up was, but it wasn't eligible, I'm sure. Otherwise I wouldn't have skipped it. Oscar takes it. Oh, it was Alolan Sandslash. Of course that needs to be from Alola. Right. Ooh. I don't know. That's a Centiskorch. The other ground type is Gastrodon. What is that second fire type? I may never know. Right, I'll go for weakness policy just in case. I guess I am going up against a fire type next. Of course, I already have a Centiskorch. No, I don't. That is a lie. How come I don't have a Centiskorch? I just assumed I did. I'm looking now and I don't. So good job I went for Centiskorch. Even though I don't know what that other fire type was. I can't believe I don't have a Centiskorch yet. I just assumed I had. Right. Yeah, gonna go for dual wing beat. Yeah. Sandaconda uses Scorching Sands. Going straight for Gmax Centinferno on me. I'm glad I picked up that weakness policy. Too bad it doesn't matter. 1 life down, 3 remaining. That's a shame, that is. Right, Vikavolt goes for Bug Buzz. Lampent twists the dimensions with Trick Room. And everyone's going to take residual damage from Gmax Centinferno. I'm going to cheer everyone on. Hopefully that does something. Nope. Doesn't do anything. Burning Jealousy does a bit. Bug Buzz does about the same amount. Venoshock on Sandaconda. Yeah, it doesn't do much. And Sandaconda has Sand Spit, so now there's a Sandstorm up, which is going to deal damage to everyone except Sandaconda at the end of each turn. Glare paralyzes Centiskorch. Everyone slowly gets hit by Sandstorm and the Fiery Vortex. Right. Sending Vespiquen back out. Hopefully I don't get one shot KO'd again. Right, gonna go for dual wing beat. Centiskorch is paralysed. Good. Dual wing beat. Yeah. It knew to take me out first because it knew I was a threat. Vikavolt goes for Bug Buzz, bringing it down into the yellow. Scorching Sands. It does some damage. Trick Room is going to retwist the dimensions back for some reason. Don't know why you do that. Everyone's going to get hit by Sandstorm. And then everyone except me and Centiskorch is going to get hit by Fiery Vortex. Yeah. Yay, I can Dynamax, and I will. Yeah, gonna go for Max Airstream. I still can't believe I don't have a Centiskorch, that's mad. That must mean, like Drednaw, I just hadn't come across one yet. At least I haven't since the beginning, when I was actually choosing between two eligible Pokemon fairly often. Alright, Scorching Sands. Bug Buzz. Not very effective, but a crit. And Max Airstream, how much will it do? Enough. And it's out. And of course I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to catch it for the home challenge. Now, unless I catch a shiny Pokemon, that's the Pokemon we're coming out with. Or would we find Drednaw, but I'm fairly sure at this point that's not happening in this adventure. I did look. Flame... It has Venoshock, which is good against Xerneas, so sure, I'll take it. Yeah. It's mine now. Scolipede or Altaria. Gonna go for Altaria. No, are those berries worth having? No, I'm gonna go for Altaria because of those berries and hope no one picks up Altaria, because it's really not good against Xerneas. Scolipede needs to be from Unova for challenge. Altaria needs to be from Hoenn. So neither of these Pokemon are eligible. Right, hopefully this goes well. Effects of weather have gone. Right. Yeah, I don't have any super effective moves, but I'll just go for Slam. Altaria uses Dragon Pulse on me. That's a good start. Glare is going to paralyze it, which is good. Slam hits and does minimal amounts of damage. Bug Buzz. Yeah. Lowers its special defense though, which will be good. Trick Room, less good considering we're all attacked. Actually, Altaria attacked first. Thinking on it. So that's good. Never mind, it still attacks first. Doesn't knock anyone out with Dazzling Gleam, thankfully. But Sandspit happens even though Cloud9 is up. Okay, so apparently Cloud9 only happens when you send in a Pokemon with Cloud9 out. It isn't a continuous thing like it. I think Delta Stream is. Don't quote me on that. Alright. Sandaconda's defense falls and its speed goes up. I think that means it just used Scale Shot, because I was not paying attention. Trick Room is going to return everything back to normal. What a good use of a Lampent. Alright, Slam. Yeah, Scale Shot is what it was using, which is super effective, I believe. Bringing it down into the yellow. Again, only hitting twice. Which is a shame. Slam. Yeah, it does a bit. Bug Buzz does more, despite being not very effective. Great. Lowers its special defense. Inferno. Ah, is that where I'm going wrong? Using physical moves. But never mind, stat changes are gone now, so that doesn't matter. Dazzling Gleam. Doesn't knock anyone out, thankfully. But I'm glad I went through with the berries. And I'm going to go for, yeah, Max Strike. And going to Gigantamax Centiskorch. I think it's been a while since I commanded a Gigantamax Pokemon. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. Altaria using Max Wormwind on Lampent, knocking it out. That is 1 life down, 3 remaining. Oh no, Vespiquen got knocked out earlier. That is 2 Pokemon. That is 2 lives down, 2 remaining. I think. Might have missed something, but I think that's what it is. Glare is going to paralyze Altaria. Max Strike. Yeah, almost knocks it out. I'd say 1 more turn to go. Lowers its speed. Bug Buzz. Oh, very close. Gonna go for Max Strike again. And Scale Shot is gonna take it out. Cool. I hope no one picks up this Pokemon. It's not gonna be good against a Xerneas. And I'm not gonna throw a Pokeball. Don't need to waste a Pokeball on it. Of course, it's not eligible. Damn it, Dean. Alright, this is going to be fun. But the berries help, I suppose. I just hope they'd realise that dragon types aren't good against fairy types. That's all I ask. That's the only thing I wanted. Alright, this is going to be fun. Go Centiskorch. Fairy Aura is up. Cloud 9 doesn't do anything. Right. Venoshock. Xerneas uses Dazzling Gleam. Sandaconda avoided it, which is good. But Vikavolt is dead. That is 3 lives down and 1 remaining. And with Altaria on so little HP, I'm not sure this is going to be a long battle. Dazzling Gleam is going to do next to nothing. Glare is going to paralyze Xerneas, which is good. Venoshock. Yeah, it does a bit. Right. Venoshock again. Dazzling Gleam isn't going to do that. Scorching Sands does a bit as well. Venoshock. Yeah, we're not making much of a dent here. Horn Leech on Sandaconda. It's not dead yet, which is good. But Sandspit is going to set up Sandstorm, which is probably going to knock out Altaria this turn. Great. Right, Vigavolt's back out. Oh, no. No one took damage from Sandstorm that turn. Right, Venoshock. That was kind of unusual. Oh, Cloud 9 means the effects from weather disappear. It just means the weather itself doesn't, but the effects do. Oh, I'm an idiot. Right, Cloud 9 is a continuous thing then. Max Starfall on Altaria is almost certainly going to knock it out. That's 4 lives down, 0 remaining. We're going to be kicked out of the adventure. But at least I'm going to have Centiskorch. Yeah, Altaria is down. And boom, we're gone. Joe was blown out of the den. Yeah. Ah well. Gonna take Centiskorch. We get a free Dynamax. Centiskorch, the radiator Pokemon. When it heats up, its body temperature reaches about 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. It lashes its body like a whip and launches itself at enemies. It's been added to the party. Right, save the adventure. I'm going to quickly put Centiskorch in the box where it belongs with 0 other Centiskorch. How did we manage that? How's that the only Centiskorch we found? Oh well. Oh well. I'm going to save the game because I think that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope I'll see you here next time. I'm going to pause the timer. and I hope to see you here next time for another Dynamax adventure or two, where we'll be trying to find Drednaw.